This video, I am going to show you how to use subject pronouns. Subject pronouns are things like I and you and he and she. I'm going to show you the subject pronouns that are found on page 82 in your textbook in this video. Notice it also says AR verb conjugations. That's because we will eventually use the same chart when we do conjugations. But right now we're going to start with just the subject pronouns. So this first box is first person. You get it? First box, first person. And as you can see, it says yo, and we've already learned yo, point to yourself, that means I. So sure enough, yo equals I. So I'll give you a moment to put that in your chart. Your chart is going to look really good if you fold a piece of paper into 6 rectangles, like I explained right before I started this video. So hopefully your paper is all nice and folded into the 6 rectangles, okay? And in that first rectangle, first person, first rectangle, first person, yo equals I. Now we go to the second box, second person, and that's the you. So tú equals you. Tú equals you. And you can see how they rhyme, tú and you, right? Now this one has a hat on it, doesn't it? Because we know that the people words wear hats. Tú versus tú, él versus él, me versus me. We learned about that a week or two ago. And the hatted one, well, with the accent is the person. So this is you. There are 2 ways to say you in Spanish. This is the informal you. This is the you would use if you're talking to somebody your own age, somebody younger than you, a family member, somebody you're really comfortable with. So that's second person, and that's the informal you, tú. Then we're going to go to the third box down because that's third person. So if your English teacher asks you to write a narrative in third person, she or he wants you to do it in the she or he form, right? And so if we look right here, we see él. Él with a hat, right? Has to have a hat because if it has a hat, then it's a person, and that's he. Do you remember our song, Como Soy Yo? Y tú como eres, como soy yo. Y tú como eres, como es ella, y como es él. Como es ella, y como es él. Well, here we see what is the do. What are you like? Sorry, getting confused. And this is the what is he like? This is the he. Remember from our song we were just doing. And what is she like? Right? Como es ella is from our song. So I went ahead already and I put él equals he. Ella is she. Remember, we don't pronounce it ella, it's ella. It's not ella, it's ella. Yeah. And then remember how we were talking about the behind the back versus face-to-face eyeballs is very important. When we're first learning these subject pronouns, I mentioned that when we first learned our como soy yo. Y tú como eres song. Well, that's coming back today with a vengeance. And so that's why I have behind the back written down for él and for ella, behind the back. So if I say, he is my neighbor, he is a nice guy, he is my Spanish teacher, he lives across the street, the guy doesn't even know we're talking about him. We're talking about him behind his back, right? And then same thing with she. Now, the usted, totally different. Usted is one of the other yous. Remember, there are 2 ways to say you. Usted is the other way of saying you. This is the formal way of saying you. So let's go ahead and put formal. Oh, I already had that down there. Formal. Here it is. Formal way of saying you. This is what you would use with someone older, someone you want to show respect to, someone in authority. Okay? And right now when we use usted, we're using eyeballs. We're going to be using eyeballs because, do you see these eyes right here? I'm going to bring them up to where I want them. Hopefully I can bring them up right up here. Because when you use, let's get them in the right spot. When you use usted, you are looking at the person and you're saying, hey, how are you today? Where are you going? Right? There's direct eye contact going on. So we're going to draw the eyeballs. Okay, now let's do the you connection. Let's look at the you. The you matches with the you, matches with the you. We see all the yous matching up, don't we? Let's do the e connection. The e matches with the e, matches with the e, matches with the e. And so we do the E connection. Now, I need your opinion, stallions. This one right here, tú, you. Should I include behind the back or should I put the eyeballs for this one? I agree with you. We should put the eyeballs because I'm talking directly to you. Hey, you, how are you? Hey, you, do you want to sit here or do you want to sit there? You. When you're talking to someone and you say you're looking at them. So I'm going to take these eyeballs, I'm going to copy them, hopefully copy them, and paste them up in the tú box as well. See, because here we're not talking about someone behind their back. We're directly eye to eye contact, right? So we've got two sets of eyeballs going on. Do the you connection again. You matches with you, right? We do the you connection down here. You matches with you and the eyeballs. Directly talking to the person. Now, before we go any further, let's just kind of look at everything we've done so far. Okay, let's look at everything we've done so far. Let's shrink this even a little bit further. And let's look at this column, this side of the chart. Do you agree with me that this is the singular side of the chart? Because it's just one human being at a time. I by myself. You by yourself. He by himself. She by herself. You just one human. So this is the singular side of the chart. Remember, first person, first box, second person, second box, third person, third box. Okay. Now we're going to go to the plural side of the chart. This column right here is the plural side of the chart. Okay. So if we go to the plural side of the chart, we're going to see the word nosotros and nosotras. Notice it sits in the first line. So you would say, okay, I'm by myself now. Now I'm going to make myself plural. How do I go from being me all by myself to making myself plural? Do I gain weight? Nah. You invite a friend along, right? And now you are me and my husband, we. Me and my son, we. My son and I, we. My best friend and I, we. So you become a group of we. And that's what nosotros means, is we. And nosotras also means we. Now notice there's two. That's because if it's a group that is all females, you yourself are a female and you're with another female, you must use this one, girls, right? And only this one. So I'll put it in pink, Rosita. Now this one up here is not just all masculine. Could be, let's say you're a guy and you're with three other girls. So that's a guy and three girls in a group and they're out to dinner together and they're a group of we. Well, they have to go with the masculine because there was at least one guy involved. So if there's at least one guy involved, we have to go with the masculine we, because remember, Spanish is a male-driven language, male-dominated language. So guys, you will never, ever mutter the word nosotras in your life unless you're reading something in print, right? Because you're always going to be part of the we. It's going to be you and your buddy. It's going to be me and my friend. And guys, you're in the group. You're in the group. So if you're a guy, you're going to have to use nosotros, 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 and nosotros only. Girls, on the other hand, you have to decide between nosotras and nosotros. So if I'm out with my friend named Sally, I am a group of nosotras, we. If I'm out with my sons, then I'm we, nosotros. Do you see how I have to decide who I'm with, the company I'm keeping, and that'll help me make my decision. Now, this second box down is the plural version of you. So you guys, in other words. So vosotros means you guys. Now, if we were in the South, let's say Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, what would it be given to me, stallions? How would you say you guys in Spanish? Or in English, I mean. You'd say y'all, right? In the South, they say y'all. Now, here in California, we say you guys. Now, the deal is, stallions, we're actually not going to do this box at all. So I'm going to grab a little thing and I'm going to cross it out. No. We are not going to, I'm going a little bit out of control. Not going to ever use this box because this is only used really in certain parts of Spain And so we don't use it in Latin America, and so we don't teach it as part of the Spanish 1 curriculum. I need you to understand that it means y'all or you guys, but I don't want you to use it, because if you use it when you're not supposed to, you're going to come across as a little on the rude side, a little on the arrogant side. So we don't want to use that. Okay, now if you start to live in Spain for a while, you're going to eventually learn vosotros. In the meantime, you're going to stick with ustedes instead. And the big sin you're going to commit is you're going to be too polite. And being too polite is not a sin at all. So trust me when I tell you, stallions, you do not need vosotros. You will never be tested on a vosotros question in my class all school year long. Instead, we want you to be very polite, and we want you to use ustedes instead. Okay, so while we're on ustedes, since that's where I'm at right now, let's go ahead and put the English equivalent as you guys. And then if we lived in the South, it would be y'all. So can you please put both of those? I'm going to zero in right here for a second. Ustedes. This is the abbreviation, UDS. It's not pronounced UDS, though. It's pronounced ustedes. Most people will abbreviate it UDS, and they'll even put a period, UDS period. But it's pronounced ustedes. So if you could put both the abbreviation and the full word, you'll be good to go. Okay? And it means you guys or y'all, right? What do you think, stallions? Should we be putting a pair of eyeballs, or should we write behind the back? Okay, let's see. Hey, you guys, where are you guys going? Hey, you guys, what are you doing this weekend? Hey, you guys, where'd you get that piece of paper? Let's think. If I'm saying those things, hey, you guys, you guys, you guys, am I looking at the people, or am I talking about them behind their back? Backs, plural. I am indeed looking at them. That's right. So I'm going to take the eyeballs. I'm going to copy and paste. And I'm going to put them here. But I'm going to copy and paste 2 of them, because now I'm talking to at least 2 people. Because remember, I'm saying you guys, y'all. So at least 2 people. So 2 sets of eyeballs, huh? And then let's do the you matchup. You matches with you, matches with you, matches with you. Check out all the yous lining up. Okay, now we're going to go back up to the ellos. Let's first, before we jump to ellos, jump over back to the singular side, él. How does he become plural? He invites a buddy along or a female friend along, and they become a group of they. So ellos means they, with one guy present. There must be at least one guy present to use ellos. Let's do ellas. So ella is she. How does she become plural? She invites another friend along. If she invites a guy friend along, she becomes ellos, right? She becomes a group of they, ellos. If she invites a female friend along, and she herself is female, now they're ellas. So there's 2 ways to say they. Remember how there were 2 ways to say we? And there's actually 2 ways of saying vosotros, vosotras, you guys, which we don't really care about, do we? And there's 2 ways to say they, ellos and ellas. So once again, the él, to become plural, he invites a buddy, invites a friend, they become ellos. She invites a buddy, a friend. If she invites another female friend, she becomes ellas. If she invites a male friend along or a brother, then it's the masculine they. Now let's do the E hookup. E matches with E, matches with E, matches with E. So if you can match E's together and you can match U's together, you're going to get this under control. Tell me, stallions, should we be doing this right here with eyeballs, or should I be writing behind the back? Let's see how that would look like in English. How would that go? They live across the street from me. They just got home. Didn't you see? They just got home. They decorated for Christmas already. Way too early, by the way. They. Yeah, we're talking about them behind their back. Okay, so let's make sure we put behind the back, and we're understanding that it's behind the back. And then, of course, the same with ellas, but not with ustedes. Ustedes is you guys, y'all, eye to eye, eyeball contact. Remember, this is the plural side of the chart. This was the singular side. First person, second person, third person. Muchas gracias, stallions.